The London Mozart Players celebrates its 70th anniversary this season. And in our Queen Elizabeth Hall concert at the end of the month, March the 31st at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Sunday afternoon, we're going back to the roots of when it was formed as a chamber orchestra, one of the oldest in the country, that plays specifically the classical repertoire of Mozart and Haydn. So we're starting this concert with one of Haydn's London symphonies, when he was at the zenith of his fame and enjoying life of a superstar here in London. The audience couldn't get enough of him, writing 12 symphonies in just 2 or 3 years. On 2 visits he came to London. So the first work on our program is one of these London symphonies, number 95, which he wrote in London, and has a beautiful slow movement, really romantic. Looking forward, you understand how Haydn was sowing so many seeds, even before Beethoven did in his symphonies. Then we have a Mozart Concerto K488 in A major, which is one of his most beautiful. It starts. And that has a gorgeous slow movement. Heavenly and rapt, and very unusual in the way it holds notes, dives around. And then the last movement is full of energy. And Mozart was writing a Marriage of Figaro overture at the same time, so it has that sort of dancing flavor to it. Then after the interval, we play a little piece by Hummel, who was a composer that lived with Mozart for a couple of years when he was 8 and learnt with Mozart, was known and respected by Beethoven and Handel and Salieri and all the other composers of the time. And he wrote a delightful little concertino when he was about 21 for mandolin, which he came back to later and rearranged for piano. And we'll play that after the interval because he ties up these composers, he knew them all, and yet he was going in a slightly different direction, bringing us into the romantic feel of Schubert and Mendelssohn. And then we finish with Mozart's glorious Hafner Symphony with its leaping octaves at the beginning, moving in the violins up 2 octaves with each leap. Just a glorious piece, very concise symphony to end our program. We hope you'll join us at the Queen Elizabeth Hall on March the 31st at 3 p.m. We look forward to seeing you there.